I'm feeling the music this morning, which is always a good sign. I'm very tired this morning too. Extremely, extremely tired, guys. But I choose this, I do this to myself, I understand. Nobody else to blame but myself. Red Rebel, you're up way too earlier. You did just see me, that's why. I do back-to-back streams Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. How are you this morning? What are you doing? Yesterday went by way too quick, and I really didn't do anything. I didn't do anything around the house. We went for a few walks. I was a little hungover yesterday. I hope not many people could notice. I'm just making my coffee. Okay. That's good enough. Alright, I can't do this song. I feel like when you play games, it does. It goes by so freaking quick. I am so tired. I can't. We got this though. Deep breaths. Today's gonna be a good day. It's Monday, but today's gonna be a great day. I'm gonna get everything done I want to get done. And we're gonna chill out. I have to take my wellness shot, so why don't you take it with me? Alright. I'm gonna keep my coffee over here. Yesterday, I played all day, was having a good time, and tonight was just awful. Why was tonight awful? At least you had a good time playing games. Were you playing Warframe? PK and I, when I got done streaming, I was like, oh, cool. We'll hang out. We hung out with some people. And I was like, oh, I don't really know what I want to play. I don't really know what I want to do. I played Palia for like, I don't know, 15 minutes. And then I got stuck on a wall. And I got really frustrated, so I exited the game and I didn't enter back in. And I also wanted to play The Sims, because I want to make a barn. I have like a barn house, but now I want to make a barn. And I didn't do that because I don't know. I just like, I couldn't get myself to get back online after we took our walks. I was just too tired. Hi, Bean. But today, we're making all the noms, which is really the only important thing to me right now. We're gonna make today better. So, Rebel, cheers to you, my friend. This is my wellness shot. It's a ginger lemon shot. Tastes godly awful, but if I don't spill it all over me. Oh, hard for me to get down this morning for some reason. All right, cool. Yak. Okay. Let's get this party started. So, We're making 3 different things. Exclamation point menu, or just visit the Discord to know more of what we made. Or are making, I should say, not made. We haven't made it yet. We are making a salmon bake because I have been freaking craving a salmon bake for so long now, and I just so badly want a freaking salmon bake. So we're gonna make a salmon bake, and I gotta get my salmon out. Donde está my salmon? Okay. I feel like the easiest way to do this. Go. I don't think I need that much salmon. I think I'm gonna do 2 fillets. Do I want 2? Yeah, we'll just do 2. Don't judge me for my type of salmon. I don't buy fresh. I know, I'm a terrible human. So we're making quite a few different things. So all of the recipes are already up, but the 2 things that I'm making okay, one of the recipes that I'm making was requested. I can't remember who it was. Maybe, was it Jazzy? I don't remember. Somebody had requested that we do chickpea muffins. And while I have done chickpea muffins maybe 4 or 5 times on the stream, it's always one of those recipes that people just keep requesting over and over and over again. And that's because we just keep getting new people, and they're like, what the fuck is a chickpea muffin? And you know what? I'm here to tell you that it's one of my favorite things to make. So I really don't mind making it. Alright, we're gonna let that sit. Salmon bakes also so stinking good. We've got imitation crab meat too. I don't buy real crab. Let's be honest, that's just way too expensive over here, and it's not very good. So we're just, imitation crab meat's good enough for me. You take blueberry muffins? You're in luck, because I think I do have some blueberries that are, hopefully they didn't go bad, that we can put in the muffins. I was gonna do blueberry chocolate chip. The nice thing about the muffins, they're easy. You can take them, you can eat them for breakfast. You can take them on the road for you for a snack, right? Have them like as a dessert. And they're high fiber, high protein, because you know those are my favorite things. Those are also 2 very, 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 very important things to include when I don't know why my sister did this. Those are 2 very important things to have. My sister put basil in here, I think. It smells like basil. Alright. Well, the basil is bad. She should have told me so I could have taken it out, but I'm gonna get rid of that. Yuck. I should put it in the composter, but... Alright, and we got some pepperoni peppers, so we're gonna add those. I'm adding whatever Lindsay gave me. Lindsay's my sister. She has a garden. She already washed everything. I'm just gonna give them quick rinses. I don't even remember. Oh, so yeah, there are things that you should really be mindful of when you're having breakfast. Technically, you should be having breakfast before your coffee. I'm not on that routine yet. One day I'll be on that routine. When I don't have to go to work anymore, I will be on that routine because I can wake up. Like, my goal still stands that one day I'd like to be able to be crafting and teaching, crafting and doing the things that I learn and continuously learn and helping other people every day on my terms, how I want to. And that way I can just wake up, right? I'm still an early riser. On the weekends, I still wake up around anywhere between 6:45 and 7:30, unless I'm drunk or hungover. Then I usually wake up around 8:30. But I still want to be able to wake up, get my morning coffee, relax, meditate a little bit, do a little bit of a workout on my terms, on my time, and then slowly get into creating, making, and designing stuff. So that's the goal. We're going to make it happen. And it's funny. So I'm just rambling. This is what I do, guys. So when I first started this journey of streaming, I had no idea what the fuck I was doing, nor did I know what to make. I had no idea what to make. I'm like, I have no idea what I'm going to make. I just knew I like healthy food. I like to make new things that I've never made before. And that's what I did. That's what I decided I wanted to do. And it ended up, I would say, working out pretty great. And I've learned a lot through streaming. I've had a lot of fun. I was not always this technical, I guess, if you will. I did not always know what the hell I was doing. Now I can set up my own stream. I've learned so much. I've learned so much about sound alerts and animations and, my macrame creating, and I make so many different things. And that's what I love about this. And there's other people on this platform that want to see it. And it truly amazes me that you can find somebody that shares the same interests as you all the time. And that truly does amaze me. All right, enough rambling. I could go on for days about that, guys. Just laying here, I'm ready for a nap. We'll take a nap now. Lurk and take a nap. I don't mind. This is where I was going with that. So my mom, she didn't really believe in me. I love my mom. I love my parents. They are very supportive human beings. But when you tell them something that's out of the norm, right? Like, I'm going to stream. I'm going to do it as like a part-time thing. Hopefully it goes somewhere. Maybe we'll make some money. When I tell my mom that, she was very, that takes a lot of work and blah, 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 blah. And it does. It really does. And it took a lot to even get where I am now. And I get it. Some people get lucky and they're like, boom. And some people are amazing. They really do deserve it. And then there's some people that like luck just hits them and they just, boom, they get big. They do whatever. And I do not. Gaming is for kids. Exactly. My parents think the same thing. And don't get me wrong. I love my parents. It's just that generation is very, in order to do anything with your life, you have to be a doctor, a lawyer, a nurse, accountants, something, right? Like an actual ordinary job. So if it's anything out of the ordinary, it's not for my parents, and they just don't understand. So one day, I think we were doing something. It was like a community stream. This was like my very first community stream. It was my very first time that I actually made like money. Like this was my first payout. Something happened. It was my first payout. And it took me a while to get my first payout. And my parents were like, you got paid? People actually care to watch you? And it broke a piece of my heart. And they didn't mean it in the way that it came out, right? Like they meant it as, oh wow, like you did this. But the way it came out was like, why would anybody want to do that? Kind of just, There's people their age that's better at games than most people my age. Exactly. Also, there's people their age on this platform making millions of dollars. in the food and drink, in the gaming, in every category. I'm making it sound very dramatic. I mean, I love my parents. I really do. They're very nice. They support me and my husband a lot. They just don't think before they speak. And they're getting a lot better. They truly are getting a lot better. They're a lot more understanding of both me and my sister. They never understood my sister. Mine are a nightmare. I feel like all parents are nightmares, to be completely honest. But my sister, you know, she kind of... My sister does not give a shit about what other people think and stuff, and I really envy her for that. And she's always kind of done whatever she wants, and she's going to make whatever happen the way she wants to make it happen. And she's had a pretty rough go around for sure for certain things her whole life. But I envy her because she just truly... Why is this on this? Okay. She truly just does not give a fuck. I mean, she does give a fuck to an extent. She really does. Like, she cares what... We all care what our parents think to an extent, right? But, you know... And she did all the right things. She got her master's degree. Please, English only in the chat. Balda Freak. Please, only English in the chat, my friend. We are an English streamer. I know a little bit of Spanish and a little bit of French, but that's about it. And very little, when I say little. Yeah, she's a very, very, very no fucks given type of gal. And I love her for that. I truly do. Sometimes it does get her into trouble. But the thing I love is that... So she's a therapist. She loves it. She finally is doing it on her own and making good money and making her own schedule and everything like that. And, you know, my parents thought that was so unusual. She wasn't working for a company. She wasn't working for a company, you know, like, she wasn't working for somebody. She now works for herself. What are we making? Oh, thank you. Okay, I don't know if I'm saying your name right. Is it Balda Freak? Let me, And also, good morning. How are you? How did you find us? Let me know. Monday mornings are my slower streams. It takes me a minute to get wild and crazy. Usually I'm a lot more upbeat. I talk to myself a lot on this stream because it takes a bit for people to come in. One day we'll get there. I would like to see more people from around the world. That was my goal with doing morning streams. That is always like my ultimate goal, is to meet new people from all over. So right now we are going to be making a high protein, high fiber breakfast. I'm looking like a whole ass scrub, guys. You guys know it's my pajama day. I couldn't give a fuck. So that's what we're making. We're making high protein muffins. And the nice thing about this recipe, it can be created however you would like. But I will tell you, if there is one thing that you should really do. Hello, Skulls. Good morning. Looking like a what? A whole ass fucking scrub.
I'm just calling to say
Good morning, Skulls. How are you? I haven't seen you in a little bit. Hopefully you're doing well. Did you just come from Kaylin's stream? I saw she was still streaming when I was getting on. That silly girl. But this recipe can really be tailored to how you want it. You can make this vegan, you can make this vegetarian. This is how I do it. I make it a little bit more vegetarian. You can use nut butter, you can use seed butter, you can use, God, really anything that you'd like. I do recommend nut butter. I feel like nut butter does add a different taste to it. I use peanut butter. This has sugar in it. It's the only one I can find. I don't have a natural one at my grocery store that I shop at. So, oh, well, thank you for coming in. And I don't do exact measurements. And actually, before I do the peanut butter, I gotta get the eggs out. I don't do exact measurements, guys. Oh yes, but back to my sister. So my sister gives no fucks. Love that about her. So she's doing her own therapy type stuff on her own terms. My parents found it a little weird. She also does a lot more stuff. She's a makeup artist, so she does that on the side. She also does a resin art. She loves to create art. So she just does what she loves. She does, I will say, she really jam-packs her schedule too full. But that's on her. Alright guys, so what I'm doing now, if you wanted to make this vegan, you could soak some chickpeas, or not chickpeas, I'm so sorry. You could soak some chia seeds in water for not very long, 10 minutes, 15 minutes until they've expanded, and you can use that as the egg substitute. So I would do like 1 to 3 tablespoons of what are they called? Chia seeds, Jesus. To, like one part chia seeds to water. I know, that's the goal, to do whatever we want. Unfortunately, my bills say otherwise. Otherwise, I'd be doing this with you guys all of the time. My hope is that one day I can. It does not get frustrating to me. It gets me encouraged when I have my morning streams. You guys know they don't take off, and what have you, but it encourages me. Like, I gotta keep doing this. I gotta keep building rapport with my morning crew, and I want to be there for them, and I want to be able to provide some sort of content for people who can't make it to my evening streams or my later morning streams. Exactly, get a job you want to do. I love my job. It's very good. It's very healthy. So I really can't ask for a lot. And it does give me the time to be creative on the side. So it's my least toxic job I've ever had, which is crazy. All right, guys. So what I'm doing right now is I'm blending up 1 egg with chickpeas. I'm just giving it a rough blend. Obviously, this is not the only thing that we're going to be doing. I'm going to turn on the oven to 375 degrees. And we'll blend. This just kind of helps get the chickpeas started for grinding up. Now this recipe does not have any flour in it. As a panther, what the size of what I think is a cat from the angle looked huge. Oh, well, Nora's here. I didn't see my cats, but they could be around. What color? Was it white and black? All right, I'm adding 2 more eggs. Again, these are high protein, so we're gonna add multiple protein sources to this. This is a high protein breakfast muffin. So we've got the chickpeas, has a little bit of protein in it. We've got 3 full eggs in this. Now obviously you'd have to eat the whole batter to get all of the nutritional aspects of all the different types of fiber and everything we're doing, but the nice thing is that my goal with these muffins is at least there's going to be a higher nutritional value per muffin with the more things you add. Okay. You see no white. This is Nora. This is my dog. She's my baby girl. Oh, it's a dog. Yes, that's my puppy. Okay, so I'm not gonna add quite as much peanut butter as I usually would because I am gonna be adding this hemp protein powder. So a serving size is 5 tablespoons, which just seems like crazy to me. I'm gonna do not quite that much. I'm gonna do like 3 tablespoons. Maybe like 2.5. I'm making a mess. It's okay. It's a kitchen. It's supposed to be messy. Oh man, my nose is running like a motherfucker. But yes, I envy my sister. I too had the no fucks given attitude. Especially when it comes to my life. Like, I'm finding myself, which I think is a very important aspect, and I've truly done a lot of healing over the past few months and learning to love who I am, where I'm at currently, and be in the moment. And it took me a long time to get to that point. Yeah, she does. She's okay. So we've got 3 eggs, a can of chickpeas, about 2.5 tablespoons of vegan protein powder. So now I am going to go ahead and add a little bit of flax seeds. This is also going to add great fiber and great protein to these muffins. So I'm not going to do, so a serving size is 3 tablespoons. I'm only going to do 2. I don't want that much. The nice thing is that this will not alter the taste of the muffins. It shouldn't add any taste, any graininess, anything like that. Perfect. So now for the important part, we're gonna add the peanut butter. And for the peanut butter, I measure with my heart, guys. I love peanut butter. This has sugar in it, so this will up that sugar value. These do have some sugar in it because you've got the sugar from the protein powder. There's actually quite a bit of sugar in the protein powder that I use. Then you've got the sugar. I have the sugary peanut butter. So I'm gonna do 3 big spoonfuls of peanut butter. And don't worry, it doesn't give a super peanut buttery taste, and we'll give Nora the rest of this peanut butter on the spoon. We're gonna add some maple syrup, not a ton, because again, we have the sugar from the other sources, so I don't really care to add a ton. Look at you go. All right. You've gotten like most of it, so you're fine. All right, so we've added our peanut butter. We've added our chickpeas. We've added our eggs. I am gonna add let's see how my blueberries are too. I need maple syrup. I think I need milk. We might need to make more milk. I'm making a mess here, guys. Ooh. Okay. I have like everything out possible in my kitchen. Okay, I need to add some maple syrup. So typically I would do 1/3 to 1/4 a cup of maple syrup. I've done a little less than that. A little less than 1/3 a cup. Do you see my gigantic ass freaking maple syrup jug? Between a Kaychick and a chickpea. I don't know. It depends on who you ask. I gotta blow my nose, guys. I'll be right back.
Look at that booty, show me the booty, give me the booty, I want the booty, back up the booty, I need the booty, I like the booty, oh what a booty.
Skulls! You crazy, crazy kid! What are you doing? Oh, you know what that means. Guys, if you're new here, too bad Gabster's not awake yet. I know she's not awake yet. If you're new here, guys, every time we get gifted a sub, or you decide to just so generously sub yourself a resub, we play that 90s card game. And with the 90s card game, we play a question per sub. We play a question per sub. Or if we get a hype train, we play a card per level. Sorry, I had to think about that. Thank you so much, Skulls. I really appreciate it. I did read your joke. I'll pay to watch a Kaychick, but not a chickpea. Hey, I mean, you're technically paying for both, because the chickpea is also the star of the breakfast. But thank you again, Skulls. Seriously. Okay, guys, we're on movies and TV, and I feel like the first question is a little bit easy. So, Brad Pitt, Helena Bonham Carter, and Edward Norton starred in which 90s movie? A. Being John Malkovich, B. Fight Club, or C. Seven? Which of those movies starred all three of these characters? Brad Pitt, Helena Bonham Carter, and Edward Norton. Which 90s movie? Was it A. Being John Malkovich, B. Fight Club, or C. Seven? You don't know anybody but Brad Pitt? I know Helena, but I don't know Helena? I don't know the other gentleman. You're going with B. Fight Club? I'll give it a couple minutes just in case Red Rebel or Balda Freak would like to guess. Guys, I made a mess. Oh no. Oh, I think Kaylin might be still on. Alright, guys. Time's up. Skulls, congratulations, you got it right. It was Fight Club. Today, I made a plain coffee. Folgers coffee. Oh, it just turned 6 o'clock, so let me get PK's coffee going. I'm sure I woke him up today. So I just made a plain Folgers coffee. I have my protein powdered oat milk, and I have lion's mane in here, which lion's mane, once it gets kicking in, it's like, whew, so good. Really powers that powerhouse up here. All right, guys. I just want to make sure I'm not missing any ingredients. I feel like I need milk, but I can't quite remember. Again, all of these recipes are already posted on the Discord. This is my favorite chickpea recipe. I make this for every person in my life, and nobody realizes it's chickpeas. Okay, perfect. So now I just need vanilla extract, salt, and baking powder. And then we'll add the like insides that make it yummy. Okay. We're only doing a teaspoon of baking powder, nothing too crazy. I'm really excited about the salmon bake, of course, but the green goddess salad that we're making, guys, for lunch, delicious. All right, we're just gonna do a little bit of vanilla. I reorganized my whole shelving system. I got rid of all of my expired stuff, which really I was surprised there wasn't more expired. I was really shocked to not see more expired spices, but there really wasn't that many expired spices, which was great. So I got to save quite a bit of them. Oh, Daddy's awake. Okay. So let's get to blending. I've put a lot of extra things in mine, so you don't have to, but a lot of sauce. That was maple syrup. We didn't really put that much, but that was a big jar, yes. I buy it in bulk because I use it for like all of my recipes. Lion's Mane mushroom, I've heard so much about it, but I don't know where I can buy it yet. I get it off Amazon from a trustable source off Amazon. It's literally 100% just the blended lion's mane that is grown and created outside of the US, but USDA semi-regulated, because not all of those are regulated from the United States. Better for you than sugar, that is right. Well, we're meal prepping. So these are the muffins for the whole week for breakfast, or for the majority of the week. It may not make us the whole week, which is fine because we'll just eat yogurt. And then I meal prep the lunch so that it's a salad. And the nice thing about this specific salad, and when you make it early, is that the dressing that you put on it it soaks up with the cabbage and the cucumbers and all your other ingredients. It really does need to be marinated, so it's great to meal prep it. So I'm just going to give this a good blend for quite a bit of time. I want to make sure that all the ingredients are getting mushed together with those chickpeas. And it should be a batter. It should be like a runny batter. I'm going to kind of push down the sides because there's a little bit of peanut butter sticking to the sides of the bowl. I don't usually use plastic, but actually we'll use my silicone. That'll help. And like the nice thing about the salad that we're making, it's very customizable. So you can change up quite a bit of the ingredients. All right, I'm just gonna give it another little mix. The consistency, chef's kiss. If it's too runny, add a little bit more protein powder. You could also add another half a cup of chickpeas if you like, a half a can. And yes, maple syrup, any type of natural sugar will be digestible a lot easier. Obviously, too much of a good thing is going to be bad. So if you're just constantly eating maple syrup, not a good thing. Putting it in everything, not a good thing. But maple syrup, date syrup, honey, all of those things are a little bit easier digested and also are better absorbed in your body. So those are things that are much more preferred. Cane sugar is really not that bad, but any of the artificial sugars you should probably stay away from. Consult your doctor, but they have been known to cause leaky gut and other gut issues and not be well absorbed into the body. They're good in low doses, but not all the time. Cabbage is tough, so maybe the source will help make it less solid. Yes, exactly. It like kind of is like marinating it in a way that just like softens it up a little bit, as well as just it absorbs the flavor so well, you know? These are very high fiber foods. Don't go crazy with the high fiber right away. I wouldn't make all of these foods to start for your recipes if you're not used to taking a lot of fiber. Not only can you cause diarrhea, but also constipation, and you can also cause a lot of stomach pain. All right, we're looking great. So now we get to do the mix-ins, which Red Rebel, if you're still listening, babe, you know. I'm gonna add, also good morning, PK. Your coffee should be ready, hun. We're gonna use the blender again for our salad dressing. But Red Rebel, we are gonna be adding both chocolate chips and blueberries. I think my blueberries are good. I haven't checked them yet, but they've already been washed. I think they're good. I gotta kind of look at them. There's some that need to be thrown away, but I don't have a ton of blueberries left. I just got blinded by looking into the light, so. Alright, these ones should be good though. There's no Good, okay. So I'm just gonna add whatever I have left of blueberries. Music is from Rocket League. Yes, it does have a lot of gaming soundtracks in here. All right, I am gonna also take this out. So see this consistency? It's runny, but it's still a little thick, and that's exactly the consistency that we want with this recipe. So this looks magical. I'm actually very stoked about these. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful muffins. Oh, try to get as much as I can off, because that's what we love. We love the chickpeas. I'm gonna have to wash that in a minute. Okay. All right, so now I wanted blueberries, so blueberries are going in. We're also going to, now you can customize these however you want. Sometimes I make this recipe and I make them for like the fall time. Spoiler alert, because we'll definitely be doing this. For the fall time, I do like an apple spiced type chickpea muffin. So delicious. We do pumpkin pie ones too, because my friend loves pumpkin, and I make these for her all the time. These are definitely like the #1 requested muffin that I make. Honestly, this is actually the one thing that most people request that I make. I made them for my parents. They didn't even try it. They heard chickpea and they wouldn't even try it. Now, so I learned from my mistake, and I don't tell people anymore when I'm making them for them that they have chickpeas, unless, you know, there could be a potential that I don't know them and I don't know their allergies. I know my parents are not allergic to chickpeas, so I shouldn't have told them. But this is a fan favorite. My father-in-law, who hates chickpeas, this is what he requests whenever I come over to his house. So if that says a lot, you can't taste the chickpeas. You will never even know that they're in there. Not the punchline. The punchline was in the sub message, and it says, "I'll pay to watch a Kaychick, but not a chickpea." It's because it was in the sub. I don't know if you can see it after the fact. Okay. Alright, so I'm going to get the muffin tins out. I don't know if I'm going to need this muffin tin, but we are going to use this one. And you know what I realized when I was cleaning this out? I could not find my silicone muffin liners. I bought them. I wonder if I brought them to somebody's house when I made these and I never got them back. I'm sure that's what happened, which is fine. They were from the dollar store, so I'm not really too worried about it. All right, we're gonna just start putting that batter in there. And actually, come on. Good. I'll put this over here for you guys to see. This is actually really good. Now my protein powder is going to take the star of the show for most of the flavoring, but it's pretty good. All right, I'm not trying to fill these all the way to the top. Just because I don't want them to like overflow. The baking powder is gonna let it rise. You don't need a lot of baking powder for it to rise. A little goes a long way. And again, you can put whatever you want in these. I just use whatever I have. Unless I'm doing like a themed chickpea recipe. And if the batter is too thick, like a cookie batter, yes, you can make chickpea cookies if you want. But if it becomes too thick, just add a little bit more, like add just a little bit of water. You can add another egg if you want. You can also add a little bit more maple syrup. All right, I don't think I have enough to do a whole nother one. We'll try. It'll be a baby one. Try to get some of this off. I'm dripping. I wish that this had like a little serrated edge on it, like an edge to it where I can, like a little spoon edge. Alright, come on now. Ooh, spill some on the ground. And our oven is nice and preheated. Get any more out of this? I probably could. Nora. Nora. You are fine, baby girl. Alright, that's as good as that one's gonna get. Darth! Good morning, sweetheart. How are you? Darth, we are starting off with our protein muffins for breakfast. Alright, I gotta wash that in a second so that I can make my dressing, but I'm not gonna do that right now because we're gonna move on to dinner next. And we will make our salad while all of this stuff is cooking. Okay. So I'm just gonna kind of scoop off some of the edges so that it doesn't burn on there. But these look phenomenal. I'm actually really excited about these ones. I did a little bit of a little bit more stuff than I usually put in them. Okay. Perfect. Alright, let's go ahead and pop these bad boys in the oven. So this is at 350 degrees. Just gonna pop those in there. We didn't even need the other muffin tins. I feel that I need to throat punch allergies. I agree. I woke up with the worst sore throat and my nose has been unusually runny, like more runny than usual the past few days. It's absurd. What are your like symptoms for allergies? I feel like everybody experiences allergies just a little bit different. I'm also very proud of myself, guys, for organizing the food pantry drawers. Stuff all on my cabinets. Last week, they desperately needed it. I got rid of a lot of expired stuff. And I'm really happy I did that because it made me realize that I buy food like out of fear. I'm a fear buyer for certain foods like soups and all that stuff because I fear that, you know, and while I think that's great, like I always feel like something bad's gonna happen and we need that food. Well, I think that's great, and to always have soups and stuff in hand, I would buy way too much. Before COVID, I bought a lot. Wasn't really sure where COVID was gonna go, so I bought a lot and I let a lot of that expire. It also helped me to determine which canned goods do I actually use, and I bought more of those. Watery eyes, stuffy nose, dry throat. Ugh. Fuck allergies, man. All right, guys. What's up next? We are going to be making, we're going to now be making our salmon bake. I'm so excited for this, guys. I truly am. And what I'm gonna actually make it in is my casserole dish that I use for my oat recipes. All right. So I do need to get this recipe because I don't really quite remember how to make it. Oh, wait, you know what? Let me just go to my Discord. All the recipes already in Discord, guys. You already know. And obviously there's so many different people that do so many different recipes, but okay, this is what I wanted. All right, I'm just gonna put this to the side for now. We gotta cook our rice, so let's do that first. I don't have a rice cooker. Don't come after me. So I just do it on the stovetop, and I don't do anything fancy with my rice, especially for rice bakes, because we're baking it in all that goodness that we don't really need to do a lot more to it. So we're gonna start by cooking the rice and just make sure it's still good. Looks good. Okay. All right. We'll do a cup of rice. The inflammation trio, exactly. Rinse your rice, guys. Don't be nasty, okay? I don't understand people that don't wash their rice. Even if they told me that my rice was already rinsed, which I know it's not because that just doesn't happen. Even if they told me that, I still would rinse my rice. Because it's really not that hard to do. It takes 2 extra seconds. Okay. Perfect. All right. I don't usually measure wet ingredients with a dry measuring cup, but here we are. All right, rice goes on. We're gonna let it boil, then we'll cover it. All that fun jazz. Okay. Alrighty, so now what I'm gonna do is, I believe she puts her salmon in the air fryer, so I'm gonna do the same thing. So I'm gonna air fry our salmon. All right, what I'll do is I'm actually gonna air fry that over here because you don't need to see that on there, but I will season it and stuff by you guys. Just because it's a pain in the ass to put my air fryer where I need to put everything else. You guys like my pajama outfit? So, okay, they said it was gonna be cool out last night. I went outside with Nora this morning, and it was very, very muggy. Like super muggy. I also didn't put the timer on for the muffins. Should be about 20 minutes. I'm gonna put the timer on for 12 minutes because I don't remember how long ago we put them in there. All right. So let me get out my salmon. Yes, don't judge me for doing frozen salmon. And I only grabbed a couple pieces. I didn't want to do my whole salmon. So is what it is. Yeah, we'll just put it on here and wash that. That's fine. I feel like allergies are starting way early this year because of all of the crazy weather. Also, like, I don't know. Maybe that's just me. I don't know. But I feel like the weather is cray cray. Alright, so we're just doing 2 like little baby pieces. You love salmon? Me too. There was a point in time that I ate too much salmon. And I just like ate it every week, which is fine. Like, you should be eating fish at least once a week. But I was eating it far too much. Alright, so I'm just going to add a little bit of salt, pepper. I'm going to do a little bit of ginger, just a little bit. Nothing too crazy. So we're going to do salt, pepper, garlic powder, onion powder, you know, my favorite seasonings. Okay, you go be an adult, Darth. Thank you for coming in, even if it was just for a tiny bit. I really appreciate it. Love you, Darth. Have a wonderful day. Okay, that was a lot on one side, but that's okay. I'm just going to spread that around in the cracks and the crevices. The crevices. Okay. And yes, season both sides of your salmon. Guys, don't be gross. Our rice is almost to a boil. Alright, beautiful. Garlic powder, onion powder. I am gonna use unami. Just because I freaking love this stuff. And we're gonna use a little bit of ginger. Peanut butter on everything. I don't know how. I just feel like ginger just gives that little bit of bite that you don't need a lot to get the flavoring. This one doesn't come out very well. Okay. Same with the umami that I just got everywhere. That's fine. Let's just spread it around in there. There we go. Beautiful. All right, I'm gonna flip this. Wait, we gotta put in our onion powder and garlic powder. Don't be shy with the garlic and onion powder. It's fine. All right. Onion powder is on. Let's do the garlic powder. Garlic powder, I always get garlic. Always gotta have the garlic. All right, beautiful. Now I'm just gonna flip. I'm gonna do the same ingredients on both sides. Beautiful. Beautiful. Also, I am going to turn down our English only. Is it breakfast? This is actually what we're making is this is our dinner for tonight. So I'm meal prepping it and we'll eat it later. I like my salmon baked cold, to be honest. So that's kind of what I'm doing is I'm just making it cold. All right, I just need to put a little bit of salt on the side. Blue Raven, good morning, honey. How are you? We're doing well here. I'm just making a salmon bake right now. But yes, I have had salmon for breakfast and truly so good. Okay, I've turned this down to low. I do need to cover my rice, so that's what I'm gonna do now because it's boiling. I have a huge top because I don't know where my little one is. Okay. I'm gonna pop these in the air fryer. There's already olive oil in the air fryer. I just sprayed it. So I'm gonna go ahead and pop that in there. We'll let that air fry at 400 for, I don't know. Let it go for 9-10 minutes, I think is what she says. I am following a recipe, I promise. I like the girl that I'm following the recipe from because she's like no bullshit. I love her. She's no bullshit. She quite literally puts the recipe right in the comments or right in the bio. Like, I love that when people do that. She doesn't make you go to a separate website. I get it. You got to do what you got to do for whatever it is that you're doing, but I didn't miss you. Good morning, Bunny. How are you, sweetheart? How was your weekend? How's work? And don't worry. Don't ever be sorry. I get it. Even if you need time for yourself, Bunny, you're everywhere all the time. All right, guys. I'm just going to put this back over here. And no, of course you didn't miss us. All right, we got a lot of things going on all at once, and that is perfectly fine. I'm gonna bring this back over here. Okay. You just got back from the gym? I'm on leave for the next 2 weeks. A good type of leave, like vacation leave, or like leave because something happened leave. What was the exercise today? All right, so I'm gonna let that simmer until the salmon is done. We're gonna go ahead and add the important part to the salmon bake, which I don't know if this bowl is gonna be big enough, but this is what I have and this is what I'm using. It's definitely not gonna be big enough, but here we are. All right, so I'm gonna add some cream cheese. And I'm using a whole block because I'm crazy. You can also substitute if you want like yogurt or cottage cheese, but I'm doing cream cheese because it does make it delicious. And it's okay to still have certain things. Don't deprive yourself of the things you like. I also don't ever buy low-fat anything. I feel like that's a hoax, so that's not by me. But how was everybody's weekend? How's everybody doing? All right, so I am gonna soften this a little bit in the microwave. Just a tiny bit, nothing too crazy. I just want it to be able to mix well. So I'm gonna throw this in the microwave for just a couple seconds. And I also want to check on. Oh yeah, these muffins are looking divine. It definitely needs a few more minutes, but we were like guessing right on point for those muffins. Well, I'm proud of you. Cardio today, nice. All right, perfect. So I just wanted it a little bit soft. I didn't want it melted, so this is perfect. Still cold. That's exactly what I want. All right, so we're gonna add some seasonings. I'm gonna add the same seasonings that we added to, do a little bit more ginger, to the actual salmon. So we've got the umami, that we got the ginger. We've got garlic powder, onion powder, pepper and salt, And I'm actually not gonna add any more salt. I am gonna add a little bit of spice. So we're gonna do, I'm gonna do cayenne pepper, just a little bit. Just a little bit, nothing too crazy. I'm also gonna add a little bit of parsley, and oregano. Now you gotta eat what's for lunch, dinner. I don't know what time it is there, Bunny. I'm terrible. I spent the weekend encrypting my external 3 terabyte hard drive, which is at 95%. Getting ready for the 3rd celebration this weekend. Nice. Perfect. Awesome, guys. This looks amazing. I'll mash this up. We need to add, you can use regular, what's the word I'm looking for? Regular mayonnaise, like whatever. But I am going to use the Kewpie mayo that I've got. I want to taste it first. I don't want to just put it in there. I'm also going to add, where's the tab to, why do they make it like that? This is weird. It's 11:30 a.m. Oh, okay. You haven't eaten yet? Kind of late. All right, perfect. Have you guys ever had Kewpie mayo? Apparently, it's just absolutely divine, and I'm here for it. Okay, I'm gonna try it. It has a little star on the top. Let me show you. I don't know if you'll be able to see it. Come on, focus. You can't see it, it's too bright. Has a little star. All right, focus again on me. Thank you. Ooh, it's good. It's like really good. All right, perfect. The nice thing is I can find this at the store that we have a coupon for, so I'm not too worried about it. All right, I am gonna add a little bit of soy sauce. This is not soy sauce. That's okay to work out on an empty stomach. I wouldn't recommend it all the time, but all right. This is why I didn't add salt, because we were at it. I've added a little bit of soy sauce. Enough salt in there. Oh, we need sriracha. Let me turn my salmon first before we do anything. Yeah. I know that the lid is off. Yeah. Okay, I'm probably gonna add a couple minutes to the salmon. I feel like it just needs a little more time. I do also want to check on our muffins. Oh yeah, they definitely need just a little bit more time. I'm gonna say probably another like 3 minutes. All right, so we'll add a little bit of sriracha. You can skip the sriracha if you don't like it. Perfect. Okay, I think this is gonna be absolutely divine. Okay. So, what did I just say I needed? Oh, sriracha. I'm like, what the fuck do I need? Honestly, I will tell you, there are certain ingredients I have to have in my house. And mayo, sriracha, that is one of them. I am going to keep this out because I am going to top this with sriracha. Actually, I'll do it after when I go to eat it. All right, so I'm just going to mash this up with a fork and kind of get it going. Then we'll mash up our other ingredients and put it in here. I'm gonna do the I'm gonna put the crab in there. I'm just gonna shred the crab. I'm not doing anything crazy. Streaky bacon and eggs sound good to me. Well, you're getting protein muffins, BK, so it does sound good though, Bunny. So after we do our insides of this, I'm probably gonna need more QP mayo, to be completely honest with you. I don't think I added enough, but. Okay. No. When have you ever had this? My answer is never. Easy peel my ass. No, it's not. That also didn't work, did it? Yes, it did. There we go. Alright, so these come into chunks, but I am gonna still shred it. I'm just doing it in my hands. Come on, relax. Alright, so I am gonna turn off the heat for the rice. And just kind of put it to the side. And let that cook for a little bit longer with the top on. I'm not gonna open it. It's kind of big. Did you have any really good recipes this weekend, Bunny? Honestly, I could just keep them in chunks. I don't want them that chunky. Some of it's fine, but... I don't care what anybody says. I personally like imitation crab. I know people are like, oh, imitation crab is so disgusting. It's like, bro, I like it. I like it. Alright, I know my muffins need to come out and rest after I'm done with these. And my fish is just about to be ready too. Perfect timing for everything. The sun is finally up. I didn't get to see the sunrise, but I don't really think there was much. It's kind of hazy outside right now. All right, please move. Mommy's got to do a couple of different things, so I need you to move, babe. Okay. Hands are cleanish. Let me look at this fish. Oh yeah, it's perfect. I'm just gonna let it sit in there. And unplug this. Gotta take out my muffins. We'll let them rest. Oh yeah, these are perfect. They need to cook just a little bit, but they can cook off on the top of the stove. So I'm just gonna let them sit right here. Beautiful. And they're the perfect size. They didn't overflow. I love them. They look good. They look delicious. Oh, amazing. All right, I'm just gonna let those sit up there like that. Perfect. This can be thrown away. Yeah, it definitely needs more mayo. So we're gonna add our salmon. Do you want a puppy? I'd love to have a puppy, but PK would not like that. We have 2 cats and a dog. So we have my black lab puppy. She's 3 years old, but I call her a puppy. And then I have two cats. I think that this will be our last dog we ever have. I love Nora. She's my little baby girl and I love her so much. I don't think we'll ever find a dog to top Nora. She is so cute. Such a good girl. Do you have any pets? I have a cut on my finger. It kind of hurts because I keep like reopening it. Okay. Let me pull you guys back up over here. There we go. You have one pupper. What kind of dog again? I know you showed me pictures, but I don't remember what kind. So I'm gonna just shred up the salmon right in this bowl with all of our other ingredients. It's not super fried, it's just like lightly air fried. So I'm just gonna shred it up with the fork. I'm also gonna pull this up to about 375 degrees or so for when we go to bake our salmon bake. All right, so I'm just gonna shred that in there with all our other ingredients. This smells and looks so delicious, guys. I didn't think this bowl was gonna be big enough, but it's actually the perfect size. This is perfect. I probably could have done a little bit more salmon, but that's okay. Delicious. A Shih Tzu. I did know that. Okay. Absolutely delicious. Our rice should be done here shortly. We will mix the rice up with a little bit of rice vinegar. Mix it up, put it on the bottom of the pan. I'm going to shred up some nori. I think I have some. I do. Nope, those are spring rolls. I know I have nori in here somewhere. Yep, I do. What's the other one? Is this one bad? I bet you this one won't bad. Fuck. Does it have an expiration date? It does. I just don't know how good this stays. I mean, it's been... It smells fine. Looks and smells fine. We're gonna use it. I know. It looks delicious. See? You would have never known that there was any chickpeas in there, right? All right, so what I'm gonna do is our rice should be done here shortly. I'm gonna add a little bit of our chive. So I'm gonna add some chive. I'm just gonna cut it up and put it in here. I'm actually gonna cut off the ends though. The ends look a little rough. There we go. Okay, I'm gonna cut up the chives. Cutting it just is so much easier. And then that way you can customize the size. Make some big, make some small. Makes me also feel like I'm like a hairdresser. Perfect. Perfect, perfect. Put that chive right on in there. That's gonna be delicious. Smells good. Okay. Push that to the side. Alright guys, so the next thing I'm gonna do, I think this is done. Oops, it's hard for me to tell. I think it is done. Alright. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add just a little bit of rice vinegar. Just a little, you don't need a lot. Okay, perfect. And I'm just gonna scoop that out. We're gonna stir it, scoop it out, and put it right on the bottom of the pan. I am gonna just coat that with a little bit of oil. Perfect. Beautiful. Rice looks delicious. All right. Perfect. Okay, so I'm gonna pop this on the bottom of my baking dish. Just gonna pop that right on the bottom. And we'll flatten it out a little bit. Perfect. Perfect amount. Love that. It was literally the perfect amount of rice, guys. A cup of rice was exactly what we needed. All right. Next, what I'm gonna take is our nori. I'm gonna take a sheet of this, and I am just gonna crumple it up.
Are you new here? Yeah.
Thank you for the follow, Balda Freak. I don't know if I'm saying that right. I'm so sorry if I'm not. Alright, you do not eat this, okay? I don't know if it's good or bad for you, so you're not eating any of it. I don't know if this is good. I'm actually gonna toss it just to be safe. It's not ripping like I want it to. So I'm gonna use the other nori that I haven't opened. That one's kind of older. Yes, thank you for the follow. Seriously, it means a lot to me having new friends come in from all over. I know I'm a little chaotic in the morning, I'm not gonna lie. I truly am. There we go, this looks a little bit better. I love to make sushi. I don't make it very often, I've made it a few times. I just think it's fun. There we go, this looks better. It looks better. Alright, so I'm just gonna take it and kind of rip it up a little bit differently. There we go. I want kind of like bigger pieces. Bigger pieces, smaller pieces. So I'm also going to eat this with seaweed snacks. So I don't care if there's not a ton of nori in there, but still looks delicious. So Balda Freak, what are some of the recipes you like to make? Also, let me know how you found us. I don't know. I know I asked. I don't know if I asked. I think I asked. I don't know, but I don't know if I saw your response. I apologize if you said it and I didn't see it. Okay. Now I'm gonna add our filling in there, which looks absolutely divine. I'm super excited about this filling. So I'm gonna put it right on the top and just top it off and spread it on out. Perfect. It doesn't have to be perfect either, guys, but just try to get as much of it filled on top of there, and don't waste any of your mixture. Oh, this smells and looks so fucking good. Now you really don't even need to bake this if you really don't want. I do. I like it a little bit extra, like, cooked and crispy. But honestly, this was the perfect amount of every ingredient, and I'm actually very, very happy and pleased on how the way it came out. Not wasting any of this. Sometimes I just really crave certain ingredients too. You have eggs, actually, that might be a good idea. Okay, perfect. It is so good. That Kewpie mayo, absolutely delicious. Getting nothing, Joker. I love this song. The last one. And this one, I got another one. I love this song. I really love it. Okay. We do have to wash our blender, which I am gonna do. So that looks absolutely stunning, absolutely perfect. You can add a little bit more nori at the top if you want. I'm not going to. I added two sheets onto the middle half of it, so that should be fine. I'm gonna pop this in the oven just for a little bit, just to bake a little bit longer. How long does she do it? For about 10 minutes. All right. Just seeing if she did anything else. She doesn't. All right, absolutely stunning. Mwah, I love it. We've got our breakfast. We've got our dinner in the oven. Done with our coffee. I am just gonna wash the blender really quick, just because I need the blender for the one recipe that we're doing. So we are making stay. Okay, sorry guys. Ugh. We are making our Greek goddess salad, and guys, I love this salad. It's just absolutely stunning. It's beautiful in color and taste. It has so many good nutrients in there. We've got no cooking involved, nothing like that, and it's quite literally just so delicious. All right, all this stuff to the side. I need to clean this, and it's so freaking easy, guys. You guys already know I love meal prep Mondays because it keeps me accountable. I don't have to worry about lunch, breakfast, or dinner for at least that day. breakfast and lunch for the whole week, and then I don't have to worry about dinner that day. I don't know English well, but it's fun to watch. Well, I appreciate you being here. Sorry I missed that message. I appreciate you just hanging out with us. I love meeting new people, and I really just love to cook. I love to cook and craft. So, Balda Freak, I don't know if I'm saying that right. I do apologize. I'm going to say that a million times. But, we also do crafts on Sundays. And yesterday we made a ghosty, which I loved. I thought it was so fucking cute. And I want to make more. So, I don't know. I just thought it was so stinking cute. When I don't have like any space in here. I love my big sink like this, but I also hate it. Like I wish I had like the two-sided sinks to get stuff out of the way. I don't know if y'all know what I mean. Cause yeah, I hand wash everything. Looking good. This is pretty much clean. Okay, beautiful. Just gotta do the top. Hot over here, guys. But yeah, I thought that it was gonna be a lot cooler out. It said on my little app that it was, but it's just so muggy out. It's disgusting. Like, I don't understand. Why is it so muggy? I mean, it is that time of year. It's supposed to be like hot and muggy and gross. And we've gotten pretty lucky, I will say, this summer here in New York. While the rest of the world is, you know, really hot right now in some places, we've gotten very lucky. All right, guys, we're looking great. Perfect. So now that that's done, what I'm gonna do is I wanna cut up some of the veggies. And for this recipe, I'm gonna cut up the veggies. We're not gonna do all of the cabbage. I'll use half the cabbage for this and half of the cabbage for another recipe, which is why I love these kind of recipes, because you can do a lot of different stuff. Alrighty. So, and a lot of the stuff that I have and I'm using, my dear sister has a garden that's better than mine. I only have tomatoes and parsley. My sister's garden is absolutely stunning, and a lot of the stuff that I am using today in the salad is from her garden. Okay. I know my husband's also on the phone, so I'm gonna try not to be super, super loud. But I do want to also thank you guys all for coming in this morning. Even if you're just lurking there today, hanging out, I do appreciate it. Just you supporting me. Thank you to Skulls for resubbing yourself. I appreciate that, my friend. That's a cute bowl. Isn't it super cute? I have a whole set. I don't know where my little one is. I think it's in the bedroom. PK uses it to drain stuff. So I am just gonna give this like a rough little chop, and I'm gonna put it in my salad spinner to clean off the leaves, because the cabbage is from the grocery store, so you know, I don't want to do anything crazy with the grocery store stuff. Okay. So I'm just going to give them like rough chops. Nothing too crazy. So I'm just going to cut and then I'll do other strips and such. This song is kind of creepy. Oh, guys, we also have new alerts for both channel points and this username does not exist. Hi, honey, how are you? I'm just gonna call you username because your name is so long to me. How are you doing this morning, hun? All right. I'm actually really happy with how this cabbage looks. I don't think cabbage around here is in season, but that's okay. So I just kind of cut it in so many different ways, and then I give it like little rough chops, and I just put it right down in there. And then you guys make them whatever sizes you want. If you do want it bigger, that's fine. I eat this salad with chips, honestly. I saw a lady do it that created this salad, and ever since then, I'm like, oh my god, that is amazing. It gives that like saltiness that you need for the salad, and it just adds that crunch, like that extra crunch. And I love this salad too because the crunch of the cabbage is so good. I love all of the flavors in this because we're gonna add a bunch of stuff to our dressing that it's gonna marinate in, including we're gonna do spinach, we're gonna do nutritional yeast, so getting a little bit of protein in there. We are also going to do, that one was kind of thick. We're gonna add some avocado, some jalapenos. We're gonna use some vinegar in there. You can use apple cider vinegar, rice vinegar, whatever kind of vinegar you have. Distilled white vinegar is just fine too. If you add cinnamon, cumin powder, black pepper, salt, tomatoes, onions, green chilies, it will taste amazing. Yes, I agree. See, I don't really like tomatoes all that much. I don't add a ton of tomatoes. And guys, I just give these rough chops. I don't really care. Looks amazing. I am gonna put it in for another couple of minutes. Oh, smells amazing, guys. That is our sushi bake that I'm talking about. And when I tell you that shit is divine, it is divine. My dog is just looking like, can I have some of that? You're not gonna like it. It's gonna make you fart. Cinnamon. I feel like cinnamon actually would give it a little bit of, what's the word I'm looking for? It actually might, surprisingly, might be a little bit, if you just added just a little bit, just a hint of it, I feel like it would taste good. But this is a Greek goddess salad. It is full of fiber, fat, healthy fats, I should say. Everybody gets so scared when I say fat. Healthy fats, fibers, protein. It's also full of veggies. You get a lot of vitamin B, vitamin K, and magnesium in this. I love that. All right, so I'm gonna give this a baking powder soak. This will help. Sorry, not baking powder, baking soda. Baking soda soak. Just a little bit. Oh, that was a lot. Can I take this little bit back out? Okay, that's fine. Do you see what I do to myself? Alright, so I'm just gonna let this soak for a few minutes. And I'm gonna take out our bake. Alright, that should be good. Yes, I hear you, I hear you. Okay, our bake should be good. I do want to make sure my hands are dry. Never take out anything out of the oven with wet hands. You'll burn yourself. And I know from experience, but also when I worked in the restaurant business for a little bit, I accidentally saw a chef do that, and boy, oh boy, he got really nasty burns. That bake smells incredible. I don't even know how to describe it. Yes, it has a little bit of that fishy smell, but oh my god, I want to eat that right now. That is not a morning food, Kaychick. That is a evening food. All right, so I've got my cabbage in my salad spinner. I'm just spinning it around with the water and the baking soda. Baking soda? Yes, baking soda. I said it right that time. I'm like, what the fuck am I saying? All right, so now I'm gonna chop up our cucumber. You can use a mandolin for this. I feel like that would be a lot easier. I'm not, just because I don't want to dirty another dish. So we're just going to chop it on up. And these are cucumbers right from my sister's garden. And you know what? I don't care if they're not perfect. They can be thicker. Oops. They don't have to be perfect. I don't care. And I am using a lot of cucumber for this recipe, guys.
Are you new here? Yeah.
Screenwriters Guild, hello? Is it screen or scream? Scream, right? Welcome on in. My name is Kaychick. If you don't already know, now you'll know. I'm a healthy food streamer on Mondays and Tuesdays. I do crafts on Sunday mornings. I really love to just cook. I'm no chef by any means. I just really like to cook. Don't you remove the cover? I don't. Not for this recipe. I don't mind it. It adds a little bit of an extra crunch. And the cover of the cucumber adds so much fiber and vitamins. It's delicious. And I don't mind it. Some people really can't stand the taste. I get it. I really get it. I really like, I don't want it. All right, I'm actually gonna cut this into like little slivers like this and then cut them up like that. Also, for my new friends, please let me know how you found me. I always love knowing that information. It kind of helps me figure out where am I being shown. All right, we'll do this two at a time. CNN. I hope I'm not on any news outlets. We have banana peppers here too. I'm just gonna add them because what the hell, why not? Okay, everything is off, so that's good. Now, I would love to have scallions, but I do not have any. We have our chives, which I am gonna add. And I'm gonna add a half of an onion to the dressing as well, because I don't have any shallots. All right, so we've got banana peppers. Should I put them in the dressing? No, I'm gonna cut them up. They'll add a little bit of a tang. I like that. I think they'll be good. This one's kind of weird. Let me see if I could just cut off. I don't like this one. This one doesn't look the best. Just gonna give them a rinse. These don't really need to be washed because my sister already washed them for me and soaked them. All right, that looks better. So I don't really care too much. They do have the seeds in them. That's also fine. I'm not super picky when it comes to my food. I don't really care too much on how I cut and things, but yeah. Also, if you are new here, guys, whenever we hit goals, we do fun stuff. Usually it's if we hit goals for subs, we do extra streams and we do fun things on stream if we hit follower goals. So thank you so much for helping us get to those goals. So it's kind of crazy. There we go. Like, we did finally hit 550. Took us a bit, but we got there, guys. We got there. And that was... Yes, I do love to share the knowledge that I know of food. I don't know a lot. I learn as I go. My mom always told me I should have been like a nutritionist or a dietitian. I did go to school a little bit. I did take a few different nutrition classes and I loved it. But I don't know everything. I'm not always right. I just exist. I am gonna put that away. Do I have more of my bigger bags? I do. Also, guys, this bake, it's just telling me you should eat that for breakfast, and that is not what we're doing. We are not eating a salmon bake for breakfast. I can tell you I'm super excited for dinner. Salmon bakes are definitely like one of the things I've been craving. So we use the cabbage for another recipe. I don't know what yet, but we'll use it for another recipe. I really like this Greek goddess salad because you can quite literally customize it to however you want. And it just adds so much flavor, so much nutrition. It's truly is amazing. Okay, good. I do have some avocados that are good. Like it. And if you guys ever want these recipes, obviously they're on the Discord. I share every week's recipes, so even if you miss part of it, it's there. You can see it. It's all right. However, peppers are actually looking pretty good. I'm gonna do 2 jalapenos. Right in there. Do I have an onion already? I do. We're just gonna cut that up. this whole onion. I'm just gonna cut up half of it and toss the other half. Throw a half an onion in there. I'm just gonna cut off the ends. We're gonna throw the jalapenos with the seeds right on in there. They look good. Perfect. We're gonna add some avocado. I am gonna do a whole avocado. I gotta find which one is the ripest. This one. If it's squishy, it's good. You don't want it moldy, but you want it squishy. Not super squishy, you know? It's still not as ripe as I would want it, but it's pretty good. And look at that, I got the seed right out with it. Oh, I don't want the skin. And yes, I'm just lazy. Jesus. Okay, let me get a spoon. I was gonna try to do it without a spoon, but that was stupid. Okay, maybe it didn't work. Alright. The other half we'll use a spoon though, guys. We're not gonna be stupid. Perfect. I love the healthy fats. It's gonna really add a lot of depth to our dressing. I gotta go on a quick BRB. Just have to use the pote. We're gonna go on a quick BRB. I'll be right back, guys.
Are you new here? Yeah.
Username! Thank you so much for the follow, babe. Love all of the new friends. I'm just gonna wash my hands out here. Thank you so much. That one wasn't as scary. I think I'm gonna make it louder. That one wasn't as scary as I thought it would. If Nicole was here, that would have freaked her out. She doesn't like stuff like that. I have a lot of, we're trying to get in the mood for Halloween. So I'm trying to get jump scares. Okay, I'm rinsing my cabbage off, guys. Because it's been in there for long enough. PK is my hubby. That is correct. We have been married for almost 4 years. Together for 6. Right, PK? I don't actually know if that's true. PK would know better than me. Right? Because we got married in 2019. That's gonna be 4 years. And we got together almost 2 years beforehand. Alright, perfect. So we're gonna pop all of this cabbage right on in there. Ooh, make a mess with it, why don't I? It's okay. It's a lot of cabbage. A lot more than I thought I cut up. I'm making a mess, guys. I'm making a mess. I'm making a mess! Oh, relax. Okay. I'm getting cabbage everywhere, guys. Just kind of clean this off a little bit. Let me go back to my stream. There we go. There we go. All right, let me just clean up a little bit. I just made a mess. All right, perfect. Okay, so I knew I needed this big bowl. Look, guys, I filled it all the way to the top. I know it's super bright. You can't tell. All right, we're going to add more to our dressing. More healthy fats. I'm going to do extra virgin olive oil. Doing quite a bit. Perfect. We're going to add a huge handful of spinach and chives. Make sure they look okay. Alrighty, I'm adding quite a bit of chives in there. Perfect. We're gonna add, oh, I got avocado everywhere, guys. We're gonna add a heaping handful of spinach. I do also want to just give this a good spin wash. I should have done that with the cabbage, but that's okay. So I'm doing a ton of spinach. You can do as much as you want, but I'm using a ton because the more veggies, the better. Sometimes it can be really hard to get your veggies in, so I think any way to add more is always the way to go. Okay. So I'm just gonna give this a rough spin. There should still be a little bit of baking soda in there, so. I'll let that sit for a minute. Alright, so we've got avocado, jalapeno, onion, chives. What else do we need in here? We need some nutritional yeast. You can leave this out if you don't have it. I do recommend, though, it does add a lot of some fiber and protein. You don't need a lot, just a little bit. A serving size is 2 tablespoons. I'm gonna do maybe a tablespoon. That's good. Perfect. It does add a little bit of a cheesy flavor, but I do feel that it's not quite the same as cheese. So while you can add a ton of cheese to food and it'll be delicious, this, not quite. Alrighty, great. What else do I need? All right, we're gonna do some salt and pepper, of course. We gotta have salt and pepper. Baked by Melissa is the one who originally had perfected and made the green goddess salad, but I use this one lady that I like. She's she makes a whole bunch of different recipes, and she does it where she kind of perfects recipes that she likes. I'm gonna add a little bit of dill weed. I feel like that would make it taste a little bit more tangy good. What else do we need? All right, let me see how she does it. Okay, let's see. Again, guys, these are all on the Discord, !Discord if you want to see these recipes. All right, I don't care about the whole thing. She's adding avocado, she's adding spinach. Oh. Lemon, duh. Do I have my lemons? I didn't buy lemons this last time, did I? Nope, that's okay. We're gonna use some lime juice. They're just the same. Ideally, I would have loved lemons. I can't believe I don't have lemons. I usually buy them all the time. I never run out of lemons, except for today, apparently. That's okay. We'll just use lime juice. That's not a big deal.
Thank you for the biddies.
Thank you for the biddies. Ah, thanks so much, honey, Balderfree. Thank you. So kind. The itty bitties. The itty bitties. Thank you so much, sweetheart. All right, we are gonna add nuts to this. Ooh, what am I stuffing in? Water. Let's not stuff in water. Oh, I got water on the floor. Sorry, guys. Just clean that up. How did I get water over here? I don't understand. I don't understand. I don't understand. Okay, guys. So I'm gonna add nuts to this. This just adds to it. You can use walnuts or almonds. If you're allergic to nuts, you can use seeds like sunflower seeds. I am gonna add a little bit of sunflower seeds, just to give a little bit more like saltiness. But also sunflower seeds are amazing, especially for women. Pumpkin seeds and sunflower seeds are amazing for women. For seed cycling, I don't know if any of you guys have heard about it. Super good for you. Alrighty, I'm gonna add like a handful of walnuts. Perfect. Again, you don't have to use nuts if you're allergic. I know that nut allergy can be super common. Great. Get back in there. Get back in there. It's not going in there right now. I'll do it when I get out of a chair. Alright. Let me get that spinach on in there. Look at all of these ingredients, these healthy fats, these just amazing ingredients. I love it. Also, thank you so much for the biddies, Balda Freak. I appreciate it. You're just our new friend and you're already doing so much. You guys are already doing so much. I love it. I love it. I don't care if there's still a little water on these. All right, beautiful. Oh, I'm getting water everywhere. This is probably how I had water in my... Just smush it on in there, guys. Perfect. I definitely think I am gonna need some water, but that's okay. We'll just use what we got right now. We'll blend this all up and we'll go from there. Ooh, no water on the floor. I like this song. Sometimes the music on Monday mornings are just a bop. I love it. All right, let's give this a blend. I definitely think it's gonna need more liquid. Get that in there. Oh, vinegar. That's what I'm missing. All right, I'm gonna add some apple cider vinegar. Super good for you, super good for your skin. Guys, I love apple cider vinegar. If you guys were here from the beginning, you saw that I did my morning shot. I add quite a bit of vinegar. I don't mind the taste of apple cider vinegar. I know it burns, baby. I know it burns, but it has so many good health factors. Great for your hair, skin, and nails. And your skin just glows. Come on, avocado. Blend, baby, blend. I'm gonna have to push it. It doesn't want to blend. All right, let's also give PK a muffin since they're nice and cooled. That one actually doesn't have a lot of chocolate chips in it, so let me give him one that has a lot of chocolate chips. Need this piece. Perfect little muffin, guys. And super cute. This is a high fiber, high protein muffin. It's got chocolate chips and blueberries in it. Super good for you. has a lot of antioxidants in it from the berries. Just great. Overall, just so great. All right. I'm gonna wait because PK is on the phone. So I don't really want to blend too much. I am gonna push this down though. This smells so good, guys. It looks good too. I am just gonna add a little bit of water to it too. I do want it just a little bit more liquidy. Just a little bit. That tastes so good. Tom! How are you today, sweetheart? Hopefully all is well. All right, perfect. I'm good, just playing some games with friends. Are you playing Fortnite with Kaylin? Okay, that should be good. Kaylin, Shibs, and Threll, nice. Tell them I said hello. Tell them hi, love you guys. All right, perfect. We're looking good. Oh, you're not playing anymore? Kaylin went to eat? Oh, okay. That's understandable. She was on for a long time. Okay. So I need to somehow mix this without getting it all over the place. That is the goal. This one looks kind of funky. I'm gonna throw this piece away. What are you gonna make today? I'm making a Greek green goddess salad right now. Which, I always put the cabbage in first. Why do I do this to myself? If I used my other container, I could have shaken it up. Burgers? Ooh, what do you like to put on your burgers? That's smart. Good thinking, Tom. Is she at work? I love avocado on my burgers. I love good cheese. Yeah, she's at work. We're looking pretty good. Okay, I'm gonna add my dressing. Oh, something like that. Okay. So this should be pretty dang good. I'm gonna add like half of it right now and mix. And again, this tastes better once it's marinated for a while. So. Just cheeseburgers. I think I'm gonna make some lime jalapeno mayo in it too. That sounds delicious. I'm coming over. Sometimes simple is just better, you know? You don't need a ton. You don't need a ton. So, Tom, we made a salmon bake. Looks delicious. I'm going to top it with more sriracha and Kewpie mayo. And I made my high protein muffins this morning. You're welcome. And our Greek goddess salad. That looks good, doesn't it? And then we have our high protein, high fiber blueberry chocolate chip muffins that PK's eating right now. They're good, yeah. I'm gonna take off the top here. And get the rest of this all on there. Get as much as the dressing as I can. Absolutely delicious. Oh no, intruder! Could you imagine? I would be pissed. It was so buggy and muggy out this morning outside, and I was so, like, it's so dark now when I wake up on Monday mornings. When I first started doing this stream, it was like light out, like almost like a little bit darker than it is now. And it was definitely much easier to bring Nora outside then. I'm a baby. I don't like the dark, especially when I'm outside. I get really nervous that there's gonna be a skunk. So I make noises. I try not to be too loud though, you know, you don't want to be too loud in the morning time around here, but especially at 5 in the morning. And so I'm always afraid there's gonna be a fucking skunk because my neighbor's skunk a while back my neighbor's dog got sprayed by a skunk a while back, so I always get worried about that. So I make loud noises when I'm, like, I clap and stuff, and I turn on the light well before I go outside. It helps, I think. They are blind, I think, or like very hard to, they like have a hard time seeing. So you have to make noises to know that you're there, that way they can run away. So I usually like clap and I make like knocking noises like that and stuff like that. This was the perfect amount of dressing, guys. And the dressing is so good. It's like tangy. Tangy, it has that nuttiness and a little bit of saltiness. And it just tastes really good. I could have added a little bit of sweetness to cut the acidity of the apple cider vinegar, but honestly, I don't mind it being a little bit acidic and tangy. No, I did not hear. It's like a knocking like with my tongue. Sometimes my mic doesn't pick it up because it tries to like noise cancel like things like chewing and stuff, which isn't ideal for a cooking channel, but here we are. All right, this green goddess salad is looking so good and so dope. It's got, now you could add so much more to this. Add whatever veggies and such you like, but I like, so we've got the cabbage, we've got cucumbers in here, we've got the banana peppers, some chives. All right, perfect. All right, I'm just gonna give it a taste with a chip. So just like such a super healthy meal. I really do like eating this with chips. Just adds a little bit more saltiness to it. Spray my stuff. Shit. Okay. Let's do this, guys. I like to get a bunch on there. Absolutely stunning. Mmm. Hopefully everybody was okay, Tom. That's kind of scary. It's actually really scary. Okay. Nom nom nom. That was really good. It's very good. I do recommend eating salad with chips. Adds the extra crunch. Not like you really need it, but this will start to taste even better because it's going to marinate in that dressing. So it's going to really soak all that up and it's going to soften the cabbage a little bit. So adding that crunch of the adding the crunch to the chip is just super good. And I love it because it is tangy. If you don't like super tangy dressings, you can cut the acidity a little bit. Add a little bit of sugar. Alright. Put that away. Oh my gosh! That is crazy! In your hometown? Oh my god. Well, I'm glad they're okay. That's so scary. Alright guys, we made some good meals today. I am super stoked about this bake. I'm not gonna have any of it now, even though I totally could. So I'm just gonna put the top back on it. I'll take a picture later when I top it off with more sriracha and Kewpie mayo. But it absolutely looks so stunning. Smells phenomenal. Oh my god, I can't even describe it to you. You just have to be here. So I'm gonna put this away. And of course we have our protein muffins. I'm gonna put these on a plate. Did you hear about the coffee shop murders? PK, are you telling a joke? Their reports say they were brutal. Oh my god, PK, really? I can hear him laughing over there, so I know it's not like a serious thing. PK, we're banning you. I give you permission to not laugh at him. You don't have to fake laugh to him. It's okay, PK, we're only kidding. I don't mind you telling cheesy ass jokes. Perfect amount. Our protein muffins are now plated. They look super beautiful. Let's take a picture. Okay, beautiful. All right, guys. They taste good. They have so many different sources of protein and fibers. They also have the antioxidants from the blueberries. And yeah, you get sweetness from both the peanut butter and the maple syrup and the chocolate chips. They smell, they look amazing. I cannot wait to try it for breakfast. I mean, I tried a little already, but I cannot wait to try or eat it for breakfast, I should say. I'm just gonna pop these in the fridge to cool down just a little bit more so that when I eat it, I'm not burning my mouth. But yeah, guys, so that's it for today. We're ending at a good time. So I'm gonna go take a shower and get ready for work. Thank you guys so much for being here. Thank you for hanging out with me. Thank you for lurking. Thank you so much for all those new followers, as well as thank you so much for the biddies and the subscriptions, guys. I love you so much. Thank you guys so much. All right, so let's go on a ending screen and see who is on. All right, come on, phone. All right, so I'm gonna see who is on. I don't know who's on today. All right. Alrighty, let's go say hi to Kazan. She is on playing The Sims 4. So we are gonna go rate Kazan. I'm gonna basically say hello and dip because I do want to take a shower, get ready for the day, all that fun jazz. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me, being here. I love you guys so very much. Say hello to Kazan for me. If you have the emotes, share them. If not, use whatever you'd like. Popo, you look so strange right there, buddy. Make sure you get something healthy in your body. Get some water. Take your meds. Eat a fruit or a vegetable, maybe a little bit of both. And I love you guys so very, very much. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being here. Thank you for loving me. I love Bob's Burgers, guys. Everybody have a beautiful day. If you are meal prepping and cooking, I definitely want to see them in the Discord. If there's a recipe you want me to make or you see that seems like it'd be cool, I'll definitely try it. And yeah, I love to cook. I love hanging out with you guys. I'm definitely gonna do more crafts today, so I'm super excited about that as well. But you guys all have a beautiful, beautiful day. We've got 16 seconds or less for the raid. Thank you for so much for being here with us, Balda Freak. I loved hanging out with you. You were so kind. And I will be streaming tomorrow night. See you guys later. Bye.